Well, I'm very excited because we have URY royalty on the sofas with us today. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Finn. I am the radio production lead for Roses.
That's a very important title. Can you just explain what you do?
I run around trying to fix things, and then every now and again I get a call from Continuity, which is going out on FM in Lancaster and York, going, it's broken, and then I try and get it fixed.
So what's the best fix you've done this week?
Well, I did one about half an hour ago. About last minute, we had to change the Continuity presenters over in Baig FM, and they didn't know how the system worked, so I had to fix it remotely from here. And I don't know how the system works because they use a different playout software than we do in York, so none of us know how it works. And so we spent this weekend very quickly learning how it works.
Were you able to do that? Because lots of people have said it's really confusing here.
Yeah, it is really confusing, mainly because York's system is incredibly simple. And which is great for us as student radio. It would be terrible in a commercial setting because you can't pre-plan links and play them out. In Lancaster, you can do that, which is really cool for most shows, but really terrible for a speech-based program because we can't play any music. If something goes wrong, we just have to keep talking. You kind of run out of things to say after a while.
So Lancaster don't have to do things live on the radio?
No, so they can pre-plan their links in the system and schedule the songs to come in at exact times.
It's almost cheating, isn't it, really?
Some would say.
A little bit.
Some would say, but that's just a classic York-Lancaster rivalry.
And have the Bell Ring people been very welcoming to you?
Yes.
You hesitated there. What's happened?
They've been really great, but the first morning, no one showed up in the morning to teach us how to use the system.
They're the hosts as well. They should be looking after
the hosts. So me and Joe last minute kind of cobbled get together how to stream out from York to Lancaster to York, and then did about a 2-hour show, and it was supposed to be an hour.
How was the show? Was it okay?
It was fine.
Yeah.
We interviewed TJ. It was meant to be 15 minutes. It was 45 minutes.
Wow. How come? Was there a lot of talking or?
Mainly because we didn't have anything else to do.
Oh, okay. So you just sort of filling for time.
We were filled for time for 2 hours until we could finally get to a stream. And then I rushed down here to do netball commentary.
Well, us here at TV wouldn't know anything about filling. We don't do any of that, definitely. So what's been your highlight of the weekend?
I was at the opening ceremony on Friday night. It was really, really good. Obviously, Lancaster won in straight sets. So in that way, it kind of wasn't the most exciting game because it wasn't that close, but the atmosphere was amazing. And there was a really, really great DJ with this backpack with lights on the back that changed during the set and changed different colours and different images.
Amazing. So you've just sort of partied hard as well as worked hard.
There were also people outside dressed in flower pots called the Green Finger Folk, and we had no idea who they were during the planning stage, and we were trying to figure it out. And so when we found out it was just men in flower pots, we were like, okay.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
Bizarre?
So is that the weirdest thing you've seen, or is there something else that takes the biscuit?
Oh, I've seen some interesting costumes and signs.
Which share some. Some of them are quite not safe for work, shall we say?
Yeah, some of them are very much not. Some of the chants.
Yeah.
Very much not. Every now and again.
Have any of the chants? Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are interesting, and I was trying to make sure they were nowhere near the Atmos mics, because if that went off on Ofcom, we'd get in trouble.
Exactly. Have there been any Ofcom apologies? Anyone swore on air yet?
Oh, I think there's been a couple.
Have there really? Do you want to name and shame, or should we not? We probably should.
I'm not going to name and shame, but
no.
There's been a couple of breaks. I think mainly from players who have just won or just lost, and they're really exhausted. It happened at the volleyball, I know that much, when we were interviewing some players.
Yeah, volleyball does get heated, we know that for sure. Have you had a standout member of your team you'd like to shout out and say thank you to?
Joe Brealey. Joe Brealey's been over in Baig Studio for so many hours. He looks so dead, and he looks so exhausted, but he's been doing a really great job. And yesterday, I was taking over for him for a while. He went to go sleep, and then he didn't come back for a very long time. So I went to go check on him, and I walked him. He was lying on the common room sofa, snoring with his phone next to him, playing out the rugby commentary, because it was his girlfriend Jess Rolfe doing the commentary, so he was sleeping to his girlfriend doing commentary.
Really sweet, actually. So that's the cutest moment of Rose.
That was the cutest moment, and I at that moment I was like, he can sleep. I'm not going to wake him up. He can have this moment.
That is so cute. That's really cute. Finn, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you're home?
Sleep.
Brilliant. We'll end it there. Go and sleep.